Hi, how are you? My name is Theron Abell and I am a sophomore here at Towson University. I am a secondary education major with a track in social sciences. One of my favorite things that I like to do at Towson University is my job. I work at the EdTech Center in Hawkins Hall. And part of what I do at EdTech Center is I help professors with their technology problems, I help students with technology needs, but as I've been working there, I've been noticing a few things that teachers have been having problems with. One of these main issues is in terms of the new curriculum. Teachers are starting to have a harder problem with integrating technological literacy into their classrooms. Since computer science is an up-and-coming subject, there aren't many resources able or accessible for teachers to teach with. So how is a teacher going to teach with new material in a currently evolving field? It's starting to become something that's necessary for students. It's starting to be a required skill for a student to know how to use Microsoft Word or Microsoft PowerPoint. It's tough. It's really hard. In terms of that, it's also important to teach children how to code. As I was mentioning earlier, that computer science is an entirely up-and-coming field. It's so important. Coding is often compared to a second language for some. And in that sense, if you don't have the necessary materials, it's hard for an instructor to scaffold material to help the student learn. If a base concept isn't taught correctly, then how can it be taught at all? The main problem that I'm seeing with teachers in this day and age is that teachers do not have the confidence to properly teach technological literacy and coding skills to their students. However, there is a solution. There is a very fun and very accessible solution. I'd like to introduce to you Dash and Dot. Dash and Dot are two instructional robots whose main primary objective and primary directive is to teach students how to code. Right on the side of the box, Dash and Dot say that their age limits are from 5 to infinity. That's crazy, that's awesome. So anybody who ever has the desire to code can be easily taught by these two robots and their own inquisitive curiosity to play. Dash and Dot are equipped with Android and Apple accessibility, so if you're picky, then you get to have your choice. Even though that I said that they were Apple and Android accessible, they can be accessible through cell phones and tablets mainly of any iPhone or Apple device. Let's talk about a little bit about the robots first. Dash is a robot who is equipped with 3 wheels and a rotating head. Dash can have the ability to light up, flash colors, and he's able to move with his 3 wheels, which is very entertaining for the children. Dot, however, isn't entirely functional. He doesn't move as well as Dash does. He doesn't move at all, so to speak. However, Dot does have a few capabilities. Dot is mainly used as a partner for Dash, and Dot has the ability to flash his LED light. He can be useful as a timer, as a color coordinator. The possibilities around this. Anyway, while I was mentioning that they were able to be accessed through Apple and Android devices, how do we do that? There are 5 separate apps that Dash and Dot can be useful for. And these apps are Wonder, Go, Blockly, Path, and Xylo. So I'm going to go over them very briefly at first. Wonder is a free play app that is very open for children to use. There's a free play that you can create your own code by you connecting bubbles and dots. And there is also a more child-friendly free play mode where the Dash can be turned into a remote control car. When I first figured this out, I loved it. I went absolutely crazy. I drove him all around the EdTech Center and all the way through Hawkins. Lots of fun. However, Go is a very preschool-oriented user interface, similar to Wonder, but mainly for the early childhood and early elementary school ages. Wonder provides a story mode for students where they're able to complete quests of connecting code to learn how to operate Dash and Dot. Next is Path. Path is very simple, where you take your device and you trace a line or any series of lines to essentially make Dash follow a path. And along this path, you can put sounds and animations and light flashes to tell Dash what to do. It's a more visualized, planned out way for programming to be done. Along with Dot and Dash, there's also an accessory pack that can be bought for about $20 each. And this accessory pack comes with a Lego device to attach Lego bricks onto, a cell phone holster, and my favorite, a small xylophone. And this brings me into my next portion where I talk about how Dash can be used as a xylophone. So, as I was mentioning that Dash has 3 wheels, he also has a rotating head. And there's a mallet accessory that can be attached on the side of his head, and a xylophone that can be attached to the sides of his wheels. And this way, he can move his head up and down and play the xylophone for the musically inclined and for any adult who wants to teach their student more musically inclined behavior. Last, what I'd like to talk about is the app Blockly. Blockly is very similar to Scratch in how actions and directives are color-coded and can be placed together in a sequence for Dash to perform. With these 2 robots, Dot and Dash, teachers will be able to gain the confidence that they need to teach coding and technological literacy to anybody that they may come across. If you'd like any more information about Dot and Dash, please come to Hawkins 210 in the EdTech Center and talk to an associate. Thank you very much. Take care.